Welcome back to part 2 of building our farmhouse yurt here on Sunny Willow Farms. Last time we left you with our foundation ready to go and we were waiting for the call from Pacific Yurts to come and pick up our yurt. Well, we got the call and we have been very busy ever since. So come along today as we show you what it takes to build the biggest yurt in Texas.
Got the call and we're on the way to pick up the yurt.
Woohoo! Here we go! Is it going?
It's going.
All right.
Action.
Action. Woo. All right, so Mason, tell the people what it's like to build the biggest yurt in Texas.
Well, it was very difficult. But I had a great time. It was an adventure. We built the biggest yurt in Texas, we like to say. We don't actually know if it's the biggest yurt in Texas. I'll start off saying that.
It's probably the tallest yurt in Texas.
It's probably the tallest yurt in Texas.
But are we familiar with every yurt in Texas? No, so.
Most likely the biggest yurt in Texas.
Why was it difficult?
Because of our 3-foot pony wall, which makes it the biggest yurt in Texas, or one of. We already explained it in our previous video. If you haven't watched that, check it out. But we built a concrete foundation, right? Which is, most people start with a platform with a yurt, right? Where you're constructing your yurt on top of either a wood platform, or some people can do concrete like we did. Take your pick of constructing your flat platform that the yurt will go on. And we got a little creative and built a 3-foot pony wall to give it extra space at the top. Is that right?
Yes.
And that way, when we built a loft, us tall Texans, I'm 6-ish, 2-ish, and she's about 6'4", we wouldn't be hitting our heads in the loft. So we got that extra space above our heads, which I think will go nicely. But
especially because we knew we'd be living in the yurt for several years, so it felt like a worthy investment to do the pony wall. Because, it was like years worth of bumping our heads on the ceiling, or, right?
But, like I was saying, it made the entire build very difficult.
Yes. We did it to ourselves.
It's going to be worth it. It wasn't that bad. When I say very difficult, I may be strong. It was difficult. It wasn't impossible. I think it just really was a challenge that we had to overcome, and it took a few different brainstorming sessions on different parts of the yurt to be like, okay, what should we do about this?
Yes.
And what should we do about this? And the good thing is, throughout the entire process, the company we bought the yurt from, Pacific Yurts, Pacific Yurts. We announced that they've been sponsoring us through this process with the yurt, and they've been amazing. Anytime we ran into a big problem, something that we couldn't figure out, called up Pacific Yurts. Our man Pete, he was clutch. Came in anytime we had a question or troubleshooting something. They were fantastic. Pete was awesome. Knew exactly. Oh yeah, you just need to do this and this. There were a couple situations that we were unfamiliar
with. Easy fixes too.
Yeah, super helpful, always willing to answer questions, and helped us get over those hurdles real easy. So that was always nice to have as a resource.
For sure.
Yeah. So, pony wall made it difficult. What other challenges did we run into?
It was just you and my dad most of the time.
Manpower.
My mom has a job, so she wasn't really available to help very often. I had just had a baby the week before we picked up the yurt, so I was busy. I was pretty busy with Sweet Teddy and Lucy.
So manpower was an issue at certain times. It would have been nice to have 3-4 people available at all times, but that wasn't always possible. So there were times where we had to try to fill in the gaps, or have certain, have neighbors or friends, people we knew, or people in town. I remember my padre came and helped. Shout out to him. Was really helpful to have just a few extra hands involved in the entire process. And because it was such a big project, we couldn't consistently have someone there all the time. People got jobs and all that stuff.
Right.
That kind of thing. But we made it work. We got it done. Yeah. It just probably slowed down the process.
Yeah.
Any other hurdles? What do we got?
Oh, as usual, weather.
Oh.
We went through 3 months of crazy drought with no rain at all, and then I think the week that we picked up the yurt, we had just endless rain for like several weeks, and
endless rain for several weeks.
Well,
Make it sound like it poured every day.
Endless rain.
Endless rain.
Crazy drought, then endless rain.
That's right.
I'm a little dramatic about the weather.
Yeah.
But it's true. We had so little rain, and then
You're like an
soon
author.
It felt like, you know. Gotta add a little spice in life.
Yeah, a little drama to the situation.
Obviously, the rain.
We couldn't
did
leave
end.
our house, it flooded.
Obviously, the rain did end because the yurt is done.
Right.
Well, at least on the outside. But it
Caused some delays.
It caused quite a few delays. We had multiple work days that were completely rained out that we just had to wait through for the chance to keep going on the yurt. So that was frustrating.
It was. And there's nothing you can do but pray
It's true.
and hope it gets better.
Yep, and it did.
So we've completed the outside exterior of the yurt. Got everything done with just craziness and weather and downpours and manpower and all that good stuff. And so now we're ready to move on to the inside of the yurt.
Woohoo!
That's right. You want to show the people what we've got so far?
There's not much right now, but yeah, of course.
All right, let's do it. Okay, with the sun in our eyes, shining bright, let's check out
Sounds good.
the yurt.
Welcome
You're welcome.
to our home.
So we have step up still. So we need to build some steps. We did it. We've got the steps built. We're in the yurt.
We're in the yurt. Front steps are complete.
That's
not
right.
finished with being stained and all that, but they are.
Ooh.
They're in. So yeah, in. This will be the living room, kitchen, bedrooms in the back. We'll give you guys the full tour when it's all finished. But for now, we are getting going on the inside.
That's right. We've got the next steps.
It also smells great, and I just want
Oh, it
to
does.
give a little shout out to Pacific Yurts for this, because we opened up all of the wood, all the boxes of wood, and we all said, man, this wood looks and smells amazing, and it's just pretty, and you can't buy wood like this at Lowe's. You just can't.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next steps, we've got some appliances to put in. We've got a couple walls to frame out. And we're just little by little finishing what we can with the money that we have. So we're focused on getting the washer and dryer installed so that we can finally do laundry. I know this lady is ready for that. Yes. She's tired of going to the laundromat, and I know my mother-in-law is too, so I don't blame them. It's not always fun to have to drive away just to go find just to go do some laundry.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get that done. That's against this wall back behind here, kind of where the ladder is.
And also, big next step will be finishing the floor. So we're keeping the concrete, but we're gonna do an acid wash and just finish out the concrete floors.
Yep, we're excited. That's right. We'll stay tuned for that next video.
Yeah.
We'll document it all and bring you along for the journey. Sounds good? All right. Peace.